And a good evening and welcome back to the Bloomington Ice Garden. Day number 2, session number 4 of the hockey opener, courtesy of the Youth Hockey Hub. Our final game of the tournament will feature the Blake Bears and the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy. Everybody, I'm Tom Wirchin, Justin Boston, my engineer. A couple of St. Cloud State Husky alumni, except I spent 6 years there. Justin only 4. The broadcast courtesy of Sniper's Edge, Map South Hockey, Tradition Company, lots so much, North Star Christian Academy, and Wicked Ranks. The game earlier today saw Lakeville North score 4 unanswered goals in the third period to come from behind and defeat Holy Amp Family by a score of 4-2. Let's go downstairs and pick up our introductions.
This game features the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy and the Bears from Blake. And now your starting lineups. First, the visitors from St. Thomas Academy. Starting in goal, number 30, Tommy Aiken. At defense, number 17, Andrew Baber. At number 5, McLean Bodette. At wing, number 16, Jared Wright. At number 9, Tyler Graham. And at center for the Cadets, number 7, Max Nagel. And the rest of the Cadet squad. The Cadets are coached by Trent Eigner. And now the home team, the Blake Bears, starting in goal, number 31, Jonah Spake. At defense, number 4, Ben Dexheimer. At number 19, Will Svendal. At wing, number 8, Gavin Best. And number 9, Jack Saber. And at center for the Bears, number 20, Joe Miller. And the rest of the Bears squad. The Bears are closed by Rob McClanahan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
About 4 years ago, Wicked Rags changed my life. I am a mother of 3 hockey-playing children. The Sock Jock is amazing. It allows children to get dressed on their own and be independent in their hockey career. When you average 3 to 4 practices a night, and this product saves you 5 minutes getting dressed and getting undressed, you do the math. I highly recommend it and think it's incredible.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to 2 churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
And welcome back once again. It's the Blake Bears and the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy. The Bears coming out of the IMAC Conference and St. Thomas Academy coming out of the Metro East Conference. Both teams have new head coaches at the helm. Trent Eigner, the new head coach of St. Thomas Academy last few years, he was the head coach at Lakeville North. And Robbie McClanahan is in his first year as head coach of the Blake Bears, taking over for Greg May. Greg now the director of hockey operations for the Golden Gophers. And he's a former Augie. Played for the Augies back in the early 2000s. That's my home. That's my team, Augsburg Augies. The Blake Bears defending the goal to our left hand. They're going to start a freshman tonight, Jonas Spaeth. He's in goal for the Blake Bears, they've got the green, blue, and gold. And St. Thomas Academy in the blue uniform, dark blue with white numerals and trim. And they will start in goal. Tommy Aiken, he's a senior. Both teams have about 9 seniors on the rosters. Off the face-off, controlled by the Blake Bears, back in their own zone. And here is Ben Dexheimer. He's a senior. On the right wing into the offensive zone is Jack Saber, another senior. Saber in the near corner tries to put it out front, puck up along the far side boards and back behind the cadet net. And if I say the Tommies once in a while, because I do a lot of Augsburg St. Thomas hockey games, on the breakout, the cadets drop pass again back to the defense, and Andrew Bamer, one of the captains of the cadets. St. Thomas bottled up in their own zone. Bamer plays up the right wing, and that could be icing. It is all the way down the ice. Blake coming in off a season last year that saw them go 16-7-2. And then in the Section 6 AA playoffs, they lost to Edina in the semifinals by a score of 4-2. Face off again to the right of Tommy Aiken. Blake Bears are 2-1 on the season. They lost the opening game to Andover 6-3, but came back and defeated Andover 3-2, and then defeated Chaska by a score of 4-2. And off the face-off, the cadets get all the way back down the ice, and guess what? We got another icing. Faulty start here in the first minute. St. Thomas Academy coming out of the Metro East Conference, which they won last year, 9-1, 21-3-1 overall. They won Section 3 AA, beat Egan in the finals 4-1, and lost the opening game of the state tournament. They won the opening game of the state tournament, then lost in the semis to Edina, 6-3, lost the third place game to Blaine by a score of 5-1. Play at center ice again to the cadets back in their own zone. New defensive pair out there is Tommy Stackton and Charlie Killian. And the forward line is Jackson Hallam, Tommy Deverell, and Roddy O'Brien. And the Bears are making some changes as the cadets coming out of their own zone up the left wing for Jackson Hallam, and he'll get it out to center. Backhanded by Deverell into the Bears zone and walked back out and flipped inside to St. Thomas end. Steered away by Tommy Aiken, then he decides to cover up, hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. St. Thomas Academy last night defeated Cretin-Durham Hall by a score of 4-2 after they opened up the season losing to Eastview by a score of 3-1. And off the face-up, back behind that, third set of defensemen for the cadets, Connor O'Brien and Tristan Thilmany. Bears from the blue line, there's a blast that is broken up by Trebek. Thilmany gets it out to center ice. Turned back by Blake and set back into the offensive zone. Sent in by Brett Witzke. Out there with Tommy Nelson and Nate Heithoff. Right wing breakout pass, and the cadets get it out of the zone. Coming up the left wing, and the pass off the stick of Thilmany. And back behind his own net, one of the captains, Will Svendal for the Blake Bears. One of their 9 seniors, one of their 4 captains. Svendal back behind his own net. Younger brother Jake is the sophomore defenseman from center ice. We got a whistle, and I think we've got our first penalty of the hockey game. And we have a hooking call to be handed out. Minor the Tradition Companies, locally owned and operated, is the parent company to New Home Builders, golf courses, land development, banking, mortgage, and title services. For more information, visit traditioncompanies.com. And so the Blake Bears are going to be on the power play. 2-minute matter against Jared Wright against St. Thomas. And the power play unit has Gavin Best at center for the Bears, and Blake Williams that face-off. They go back up top to the point. And on the near side, there is Ben Dexheimer. Playing the point, Will Svendal.
2 minutes for hooking.
Hooking is the call. Svendal backs up to the point, far side again, paired with Dexheimer. Down to the corner, back up top. The Bears playing tic-tac-toe in the offensive zone. And cleared to the line. There's a bouncing shot down the slide and back behind that. Bears control and a wrap around the attempt by Joey Miller. And reaching around the pipe is Tommy Aiken to hold up to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. St. Thomas, as I mentioned, defeated Eastview, or lost to Eastview 3-1. Beat Cretin-Derham Hall here at the opener last night. They got goals from the one line of Jared Wright, Max Nagel, and Tyler Graham. They all got goals last night. Added Charlie Killian. And off the face-off, still minute 23 to go in the Blake power play. Svendal on that left point for Miller. Tommy Miller with a shot and a glove save. There by Tommy Aiken. He'll hold on to get a whistle. Last night it was Lakeville North over Chaska by a score of 5-2, and then St. Thomas Academy with the win. 4-3 over Cretin-Derham Hall. In the earlier game today, Lakeville North coming from behind to defeat Holy Family by a score of 4-2. Face off in the Tommy zone up along the right wing boards. Held in at the line by Jack Saber. Saber at the top of that far face-off circle. Walks in. Jack fires. Pad save. And the rebound off into the near corner and put back behind the net. There's Charlie Killian trying to clear the zone. Good forechecking job. Thomas Nelson in there on the forecheck for the Bears. As they come back up top again, plenty of time. There's a pad save by Tommy Aiken on a shot taken from the wing far side. Played about 3.5 minutes of this first period. Again, we're scoreless. Face off to the Tommy Aiken. And the draw to the far side boards. Saber goes up top to the point. Down the wing, here's Lincoln Reed up top. One of the defensemen, he plays the high slot. Back behind the net is Nelson. Nelson goes right wing far side. Goes up top for Will Metzke. Down again, low in the corner, center pass, and a weak side shot. And a miss by Brett Witzke. Fanned on his shot. Back in the far corner. Nelson sends along the far side wall for Saber. Saber puts it out front. There's a weak side shot, and Tom Aiken covers up, holds on to get also, and a stop. Take your game to the edge. Snipers Edge Hockey was the original and continues to be the leader, bringing the best hockey training aids to players from mites to pros. Check out Snipers Edge this weekend for tons of Black Friday savings. 9 seconds remaining in the Blake power play. Joey Miller will step in to take the draw. He gets it back to the point for Dexheimer. Dexheimer up top for Gavin Best. Back behind that, centering pass steered away by Aiken. Puck into that far corner and picked up and cleared by Tyler Graymont out to center ice. St. Thomas at full strength. Joe Miller coming back for the Bears into the zone. Sends it off deep into that far corner. Gavin Best for Blake behind the net. As the Bears double teaming on the forecheck, two-man forecheck against that back wall, trying to tie it up is Andrew Bamer. They go right wing up top. There's a blast by Svendal, and a save again by the goaltender, Tom Aiken. He's been busy in this period. Back into the offensive zone, carried in by Tanner Brower. Tanner got the only goal in the St. Thomas opening game against Eastview. The Cadets inside the offensive zone, and a big check lead off into that far corner, taken into the wall was Max Nagel, and Blake clears to the line, but not out, as it's held in by Tyler Graham and puts it back behind the Bears net. Back for the puck is Ben Drexheimer, senior defenseman. Into the offensive zone is Carter Krenke, and he is just a freshman. Carter Krenke, one of the ninth graders playing today. Mentioned that the goaltender is Jonas Spaeth, another ninth grader for the Blake Bears. 11-8-10 and counting here in a scoreless first period. Cadets coming from right to left out of their own zone, played up the left wing boards, and Tyler Graham will send it into the zone. Here comes Jared Wright, shot, pad, save, Spaeth. Jordan jumps out on top of it to make the save. Did I say Jordan is Jonas Spaeth? If I said Jordan, that's because Jordan is I'm a big fan of Mr. Spaeth on the golf course. Face off to the right of Jonas Spaeth. Ronnie O'Brien will step in to take the draw against Tommy Nelson. And off the draw from the point, it's held in by Killian. Four-man tap in the near corner. Swept away by the Blake Bears. Trying to clear the zones. Matt Allen. Another set of defensemen, Lock and Reed and Matt Albot there. Spaeth with another save on a close-in shot. taken by Jackson Hallam against that back wall. As we have a rugby scrum going there, played up the left wing. And taken away by the Bears, and back they come to center ice. Nate Heithoff into the zone. Broken up by the Cadets defense. And circling back is Killian back behind his own net. Trotter comes out that far side door, gets double team, manages to get it out to neutral ice. Played back into the zone for Joey Miller. Miller down the right wing, stops at the half wall. Drops it down low in the corner for Gavin Best. Best out front. One timer by Miller. And it deflected high off that back wall. Puck in the near corner on the St. Thomas end. We've played 7 minutes of this first period. Bouncing puck in the slot and out to center ice. Coming back is Jackson Hallam. 1-on-3. Jackson into the slot from his knees. Fires. And it's blocked and it comes free to center ice. Back into the zone after the puck of Joyce Stoddard, one of the seniors on this cadet team. Breakout pass, right wing, tipped by Miller inside the St. Thomas zone. They're going to wave off icing. First person to the puck is McLean Bodette, senior defenseman. Puck into center ice and carrying the offensive zone. Will Soderling, new line out there for Mr. Eigner, Coach Eigner. Bears into the offensive zone, and a rink-wide pass is deflected back out to center. Jake Spendall, he's a sophomore. Will's the senior. The Bears back in their own zone. Loose puck swept away. Coming back is Will Matsky into the offensive zone. Coming down that right wing, trying to drag it through. Broken up by Modette. Puck in the near corner in the St. Thomas end. 9 minutes and rolling here in the first period. From the point, Matt Olive. Olive goes rink wide for Lock and Reed. Taken away into the offensive zone. Carried in by Tanner Brower. And a shot that was wide against that back wall. Bears on the breakout to center ice. Matsky turned back by the Cadets from neutral, fired into the St. Thomas end, and we're going to have an icing call against the Blank Bears. Next time you're shopping for a great frozen pizza, choose a Brew Pub's Lots of Matzo Pizza. The only pizza with a half a pound of Wisconsin cheese on every pie. Speaking of Wisconsin, not good news from TCF. 31-10, I think I saw was the last score I had. Not good. A 7-0 your first quarter lead kind of washed away. Well, I can put away my plans to go to the Rose Bowl. Off the face-off as the Cadets hold the offensive zone. Svendal, that's Will up along the left wing boards and played out to center ice. Miller ahead for Sabre into the offensive zone. First person back is Connor O'Brien. Puck comes out front, loose puck. And laying on top of it was Tommy Aiken to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Face off inside the St. Thomas end. Not a lot of good scoring chances so far. Miller to take the draw. He gets it to the wing. Gavin Best will hold it in. Back behind that, Charlie Killian up along the left wing boards. Held in by Gavin Best. Comes back up top to the point. Shot by Ryan Ressman, a junior defenseman that hit traffic. Cadets out of their own zone. Lofted out to center ice. Turned back by the Bears. Miller into the offensive zone. Got taken out of the play on a good double team. As Max Nagel back for St. Thomas, back behind his own net. Off in the near corner for Killian, and we got a whistle. And the net may have come loose. Gonna have a face-off inside the St. Thomas end. 7:44 to go here in this first period for the Bloomington Ice Garden. Maskey on the draw for the Blake Bears. Taking the draw against Riley O'Brien. Puck against the near side boards into the Cadet zone. O'Brien in the near corner gets taken out of the play. Played back behind that far side. And played up along the wall by Tommy Staden, senior defenseman, correction, sophomore defenseman out of Edina. Into the offensive zone. Here comes Jackson Hallam for the Cadets. Shot and a save by Spaeth. And out of the corner. And losing an edge and going down is Haddam. Tied up against the boards, comes to the line, and out to center ice. Gonna try to get outside, they do, and they'll fire it right back into the offensive zone. Spaeth will leave it there for the defenseman, Ben Dexheimer. Up along the right wing boards and played ahead to center ice. Matsky coming back into the offensive zone. Around his man, then got spun around and goes down and lost possession. In on the forecheck for the Bears of Brett Witzke. Here comes Helen. Helen on the break on Jackson Helen to center ice into the offensive zone. He fires, and Spaeth may have gotten just a piece of it, and now the puck out to center ice. Cadets go back. The defenseman playing catch, Dexheimer with Brett Witzke, and St. Thomas is offside at the Blake blue line. Wicked Rags is the inventor of the sock jock. The sock jock eliminates the need for separate compression pants, jock support, and hockey socks with one wicked pair of pants. And off the face-off, tipped into the St. Thomas end, sent into the offensive zone by Nate Heithoff in the near corner, and back behind the net, swept away by Ben Dexheimer. Good forechecking by the Bears. They try a wraparound. Saved by McLean. Loose puck. We got a whistle and a stoppage of play. And this is day 2 of the opener, and we want to say thanks to these people that make it all possible. The opener here on Youth Hockey Hub, thanks to Tony, of course, Tony Scott. Greg Teddy is our producer here tonight. Justin's on camera, and I'm trying my best to talk for a couple of hours. Face off to the right of Tommy Aiken inside the St. Thomas zone, up top to the point. Svendal with a shot that's blocked. Take it away, coming to center ice is Will Soderling into the zone. He fires and got underneath it a little bit and fires it off into that far corner. Far side boards. Cadets hold the zone, and it's deflected off into the near corner. Russman gets to it first, clears the line, and out to center ice. But trying to get everybody on side, could not. Offside against St. Thomas Academy at the Blake blue line. The junior varsity game saw the Blake Bears score the first goal, but then St. Thomas scored the next 6. 6-1 was the final in the JV game. Nagel against Miller on the face shot, and the face shot backhanded into the offensive zone by Jared Wright, sent back out to center ice. Loose puck swept away by Gavin Best into the zone down that left wing. He centers it right out front, and a goal? Yes, nice tip in. Gavin Best, the centering pass, and Joey Miller would tip it in as the Blake Bears score on a nice 3-on-2. Time of the goal will be 11:31. And that'll be Joey Miller's goal. And for Joey, his 3rd goal of the year. And he's their leading scorer back from last year. Joey had 18 goals last year. His 3rd of the year. Miller from Best at 11:31, 1-0 in favor of Blake. And off the face-off, this time controlled by the Cadets. Up the board, there's Dexheimer. Goes left wing for Gavin Bass. Poked near the goal and back behind the net. Here comes the scoring. It is Joey Miller.
The assistant number 8, Gavin Bass, and number 9, Jack Saber.
And a second assist on that goal for Jack Saber.
5 minutes and 29 seconds.
Tommy Aiken making a sprawling save. As I was writing things down, net got dislodged. Will set it up. 5:11 to go here in the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Blake Bears. Blake, by the way, they've got Holy Family next Tuesday, and then they host Hill Murray. They play a tough schedule. Puck out to center ice, driven to the offensive zone. Spaeth will leave it there for the defense. Hallam for the Cadets at the half wall near sideboards. Jackson back behind that, comes out front, tried to pull it to the back half. There's a shot. That's wide by Tommy Deverell. Deverell drop pass in the corner for Hallam. Hallam, as they cycle it out of the corner, they go down low, down the boards, and take it away. There by William Matsky, and Matsky sends it into the offensive zone. First person back is Tommy Satin on defense for STA. Puck against the near side boards. And here come the Cadets on the breakout right to left. Lead pass to center, nobody there. Walk back into the zone by Nelson. Nelson taking hard into the boards. Behind his own net is Staten. Staten banks it off the wall and out to center ice. Rushman going back for it. Ryan, he's a junior defenseman. Right wing for Heitoff. And out to neutral ice. The Cadets back in their own zone. Hallam again. Jackson puts a double team on his back end. Gets a pick from center ice into the offensive zone. Down the slot. Comes free to line as it's held in by Thilmany against the near side boards and played out to center ice. Cadets touch up. They'll dump it in. Spieth will leave it there for Russman. See if I'm pronouncing that right. Ryan Russman. Okay. The center, here comes Joey Miller. He's got the goal. Miller into the zone, 1-on-4. Fires, and it's wide. And the rebound out to center. And played up the boards. Back for the puck is Jack Saber. Leaves it for the defense, Dexheimer. Back to Saber into the offensive zone. Plays it down the wing. Gavin Best with a shot. Saved by Aiken. And the rebound comes back up top to the point as it's held in by Krenke. At the half wall, puts it out front. Intended for Saber, and it's broken up. Jack Saber in the near corner in the Cadet zone. 3 minutes to go here in a 1-0 first period. Puck in the near face-off circle. Back behind is Oneta's Connor O'Brien. It comes free to the side of the goal. Thilmany goes right wing to the line. Shot. Hits traffic in front of Aiken. And cleared by the Cadets behind the net and rung up along the boards. Out of the zone and all the way down the ice, and that will be an ice on St. Thomas Academy. North Star Christian Academy strives to develop athletes to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ, with the foundation built on spiritual development, academic advancement, and athletic excellence. That's North Star Christian Academy. Max Nagel against William Matsky on the draw inside the cadet zone. Far face-off circle. Picked up and cleared by Graham and out to center ice. Into the offensive zone, offside by Estrada with Jared Wright at the blue line. St. Thomas Academy mentioned under new tutelage, Trent Eigner, new head coach. And I want to wish all the best in the world to Tommy and Greg Bonelli. Longtime friends, especially Tommy Bonelli. And they've known each other for many years. What an outstanding record that they put together for the Cadets. Puck up along the left wing boards in the blank zone, comes to the line, but not out. And finally backhanded out to center ice. On the carry is Anderson Blum into the zone, down the slot, cleared away off the dasher boards and out to center ice. For neutral into the offensive zone, carried in by Jared Wright. Right drop pass, not there. Shot, oh, what a save by Spieth. And the puck is swatted away from in front of the net by Locken Reed. It looked like it was going to go over the shoulder of Jordan Spieth and crawl down his back. And a good volleyball spiking attempt there by Locken Reed, and he put it out of play. 1:53 to go to 1-0 first period. Goal by Joey Miller. He is third out of the year. And off the draw comes to the line and out to center ice. Gavin Best in the race for the puck, puts it out front, looking for Jack Saber. Taken away by the Cadets and coming back to center is Hallam. Into the zone, 2-on-2. Hallam stops, rink wide, near side. It hops to stick up Ronnie O'Brien. Back behind that for Tommy Deverell. Deverell on his backhand. They cycle it out of the corner. Hallam goes up top to Killian. He fires way wide. And the Bears on the breakout pass. Tipped away from Joey Miller. Back for the puck in his own zone is Will Svendal. Plays it out to neutral ice right in front of the cadet bench. Send down ice, and that'll be an icing call against STA. Now, probably a little divided loyalty tonight among the cadet fans because they kicked it off at 7 o'clock. At U.S. Bank, what was it, St. Thomas Academy in Chaska in the Class 5A championship game. So the loyalties are divided between football and hockey fans. Puck back behind the St. Thomas net, but I do want to wish Dan O'Brien, good friend of mine, head coach of St. Thomas Academy, good luck to the Cadets tonight in football. The puck sent inside the Blake zone, and back behind that, the Bears sent it away to center ice. Nelson into the offensive zone, got spun around on a check and lost it. Retreating to his own blue line is Dexheimer. To his partner, far side, is Jake Svendal, sent inside the St. Thomas end. Along the right wing boards is Joey Stoddard, seeing a shift out there, senior. The center ice is Tanner Brower, sends it into the offensive zone. Puck against the far side boards, Bears in. As we count down the last few seconds of the period. Puck in the slot, nice back check to sweep it away. Sent all the way down the ice by Carter Krenke. Cadets have to regroup back in their own zone. Up along the near side boards, Soderling will pick it up and he'll send it out of the zone and down ice. And that's the end of one period of play. It is Blake Bears 1, St. Thomas Academy nothing. Opening the hockey opener from the Bloomington Ice Garden here on Youth Hockey Hub.
Shots on goal.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing, and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, a premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota Development Model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee Wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete. and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota Development Model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
And back to the Bloomington Ice Garden, the final session of the hockey opener presented by Youth Hockey Hub. At the end of one, Blake 1, and St. Thomas Academy nothing. MAP South Hockey was founded over 13 years ago to provide athletes the opportunities to compete alongside other top players and be challenged and be mentored by elite coaches. For more information, visit mapsouth.hockey. And Tradition Capital is locally owned and operated, is the parent company to new home builders, golf courses, land development, banking, mortgage, and title services. For more information, visit traditioncompanies.com. And I stand corrected, the loyalties are not divided. I got a text saying, Witchy, you were wrong again. The Cadets played earlier this afternoon in the Class 5A championship, and they lost to the Chaska Hawks by a score of 10-7. So it's hard to bring that news to you. So the hockey fans and maybe football fans, they're back here at the arena. By the way, the only goal of the first period belonged to the Bears junior Joey Miller, picking up his third goal of the year. Assist from Gavin Best and Jack Saber. Shots on goal, Blake had 16 shots on Tommy Aiken in the first period, and the Cadets had just 7. Jonas Spieth. And I got his name confused with Jordan Spieth, the golfer, not Spieth. Jordan Spieth, okay? Which he's about 0 for 5 today. It'll be Tommy Aiken defending the goal to our left, and Jonas Spieth defending the goal to our right. Earlier today, Lakeville North, 4 unanswered goals in the third period after Holy Family had taken the 2-0 lead in the second period. 4 unanswered goals, and Lakeville North won their third game of the year against their losses. 4-2 was the final. Playing even strength here. Riley O'Brien on the draw against Joey Miller. And the face-off won by the Cadets back in their own zone. With the puck is Bodette. McLean leaves it for Bramer. Back to Bodette and up the right wing. Sent in the offensive zone by Tommy Deverall. Back behind his own end is Dexheimer for the Blake Bears. Coming right to left down the breakout out to center ice. And on the carry into the offensive zone, Gavin Best. Rink wide pass back, shot on goal on Jack Saber with a shot. And Spieth with the save. Bears from the point to hold it in. There's Will Svendal. Puts it into the slot. Broken up by the Cadets, and back they come. Puck batted down with a high stick, and there's the whistle. Joe Miller got his stick up in the air, swatted it out of the air. Take your game to the edge. Snipers Edge Hockey was the original, continues to be the leader in bringing the best hockey training aids to players from mites to the pros. Check out Snipers Edge this weekend for tons of Black Friday savings. Face off to the right of Spieth inside the Blake zone off to our right. And they draw one by the Cadets. Played down the right wing, and the pass behind the winger on that side. Actually, a defenseman on that side, Tommy Staten. Against the near side boards. Bears try to clear. They do it out to center ice. And sent right back into the offensive zone by Tommy Staten. First man to the puck behind the net, Lockett Reed, one of their 6 defensemen. Shot from the point by Staten. That hits traffic. Puck in the far corner inside the Blake zone. Up along the right wing boards. And the Cadets hold it in. Held in by Tyler Graham. Graham puts it right out front. Backhand shot through the crease by Jared Wright. And played back behind that Max Nigel for STA. Up the right wing boards. Up top to the point. And there's a shot right out front. And a save by Spieth. And the rebound off into the corner. Cleared up along the wall. Far side by Anderson Blum and out to center ice. Coming back. And there's a shot just wide on a 2-on-2. All the way back down inside the Bears zone. First man on the forecheck, Max Nigel for STA. Puck in the high slot. Here come the Bears on the transition. Good speed into the offensive zone. Carried in, shot. Spieth with the save. And Jonah will hold on to get a whistle as Nate Heithoff took that shot. Other scores earlier today. Saw Roseau defeat Centennial 3-1. Wayzata came from behind, defeated Duluth East 3-1. It was Shakopee over Bloomington Kennedy 4-2. Cambridge Ascending Minnehaha Academy, they were postponed. Apple Valley defeated Owatonna 4-1. Duluth Marshall and Moundsview postponed. Egan over New Frank by a score of 4-2. Face off to left is Spieth inside the St. Thomas zone. Sabre will take the draw against Will Soderling. And the Bears win the face-off. They go up top to the point for Lockett Reed. He fires and a tip attempt right out front by Nelson. And it's broken up. We got a whistle. And we got a slashing call to be handed out. Slashing coming at the 2:11 mark. And I didn't see, there was a penalty earlier. Charlie Killian got a 2-minute minor, never got an announcement from the PA announcer. There are now 2 Cadets in the box. Bodette is in, Killian is in. Blake has a 5-on-3 advantage, and the face-off from the point is held in by Reed. Top of the circle, goes rink wide far side. And here's the penalty.
Number 2, Charlie Kalani, 2 minutes for cross-checking. The time of that penalty is 15 minutes.
Okay. Shot off the wing near side as I try to write down the penalties. Going top shelf, putting it up in the corner of the net with Jack Saber. And the Bears make it 2-0. Time with this power play goal coming at the 2:30 mark. Power play goal for Jack Saber. Pretty three-way passing play. It is 2-0. So the Cadets get 1 player back. Bodette is still in the penalty box. I got distracted trying to write down the 2 penalties, and I look up and the Bears are celebrating. Off the face-off, Bears still have 1:38 to go on the second penalty. As they come to center ice, Joey Miller into the offensive zone down the right wing. Here comes the goal. Saber.
Assisted by number 6, Brett Witzke, and number 13, Thomas Nelson. Time of the power play goal, 14 minutes and 30
Brett Witzke gets 1 assist. The second assist goes to Tommy Nelson. Face off inside the St. Thomas end. And Gavin Best lost the draw. Cleared by the cadets to the line, but out. Miller goes high slot for Svendal. Svendal, he goes backhand pass to the far side for Dexheimer. Svendal puts it down the slot. Backhand shot, Best, and it's wide. Rebound off that back glass, it off into the near corner. Miller for the Bears. Backhands it down low in the corner. Best playing catch there with Anderson Blum. Blum is tied up. And dug free by Miller. Miller comes out front. Backhand pass through the blue. And it's loose to the side of the goal. And Aiken covers up on that far pipe to hold on and get a whistle. A couple of other scores. Let's see, I left off with Egan over New Prague 4-2. Greenway defeated Minnetonka Taka 6 and Greenway 3. Prior Lake and STM Ace underway. Prior Lake leading 1-0. Svendal from the near point goes weak side, pass out front. Oh, and a save by Aiken. As camped right on the doorstep looking for a tip was Anderson Blum. As the Bears go back, they have 35 seconds to go. 2-0 lead, and they're on the power play, coming right to left. Miller into the offensive zone, stops at the point. Backhands it down the wall, off in the corner for Blum. Anderson gets spun around on the check, loose against that back wall. Gavin Best up along the near side boards in the slot for Swindoll. Will with a shot, knocked down out front, loose in the crease, and back behind the net and around the near side boards. Miller again. Good power play. Bears shot, pad save by Aiken. Rebound, Svendal at the half wall in the corner. Gets a return pass, walks the goal line. St. Thomas County finally at full strength. Bounce puck up in the slot and shoot away and out to center ice by Bodette. And then the puck is whistled down and I think away from the play. We get a little extracurricular activity. We do. And they're still yapping a little bit. Gavin Best going off for the Bears and going off for the Cadets is Will Soderling. Offsetting Miners coming at the 4:20 mark of this second period. 2-0 in favor of the Bears. The last goal, a power play goal for Jack Saber. So offsetting Miners, nobody plays shorthanded. Puck out at center ice. Retrieving it is Bodette. Bodette for Bamer, and Andrew sends it into the offensive zone inside the Bear zone. Coming back for the puck is Jared Wright. And the puck comes to the side of the goal. Coming back the other way, right to left in the offensive zone. Carried in by Brett Witzke. Witzke got double teamed and lost it. Played off the glass and out to center ice. Rigged at his own blue line. Plays it to an open wing. Picked up by Nelson into the zone. Snaps foot on. And it's wide. Comes the near side boards. Comes the line. And poked out to center ice. Drop pass. 2-on-1. Coming back. Here come the Cadets. Into the zone. Carried in by Bodette. Puck in the far face-off circle. Comes to the near corner. There's Jared Wright to the point. Shot wide by Bamer. Back behind the Bears net. Trying to clear is Will Svendal. He does. And out to center ice. Again, offsetting Miners. We're playing 5-on-5. Puck at center ice. Bears regroup back in their own zone. Matsky plays it ahead. Pass broken up as Bamer sends it inside the Bears zone. Cleared but not out. Top of the circle. Firing. Shot saved by Spaeth. Rebound. And Jonah covers up on the puck. Holds on to get a whistle. And it's tapped into play. The next time you're shopping for a great frozen pizza, choose Brew Pub's Lots of Pizza, the only pizza with a half a pound of Wisconsin cheese on every pie. O'Brien on the draw against Miller to the left of Spaeth. Puck comes to the point, held in by the Cadets. Shot, stick save by Spaeth. And the puck off into that far corner. Taken away by the Cadets. They bank it off the wall to the line. Held in by Killian. His pass deflected out to center ice. Fired back in again by Killian, the senior. Into the offensive zone, 3-on-2 Bears. Shot save by Aiken. A rising shot taken by Will Matsky. And the save by Aiken. And back behind the plate, couple more players getting caught up in each other's equipment, to be politically correct. But the referee separated them. Next whistle. Looks like the players will be back. Face off to the left of Aiken. And the face-off won by Blake. They hold the offense's own. There's Saber in the near corner. Along the wall, at the half wall. Sets up in the slot, plays it down low. It helps the stick of Miller. Back behind that for Killian. Trotter goes right wing near side and played out to center ice by Devereaux. Breakaway. Hallam in on goal. Jackson shot. Save by Spaeth, and the rebound off to that far corner. Jackson Hallam, their leading scorer, coming back for St. Thomas Academy. Got a rod. There's a good glove save at the other end by Tommy Aiken. No, Jackson Hallam, their leading goal scorer, back. The Cadets just lost so much scoring from last year. They lost 8 of their top 10 scorers from last year. A team that took them to the state tournament. Over 21 wins on the season. Right here, 2-0 Blake. Face off to left of Tommy Aiken inside the Cadet zone. Soderling on the draw against Nelson. Cadets win that face off, ring around the near side boards and tipped out to center ice by Joey Stoddard. Back inside the Bears zone, puck against that back wall. Stoddard is there, back behind the offensive net, puts it up the slot to the point. Held in, Killian with a shot, pad save by Spaeth. Bad angle shot, that hits the side of the net, and I think that's deflected up over the glass and out of play. Breaking the action, 2-0 in favor of the Bears. Let's thank these people for making this all possible. UNH Sheriff Company here tonight. Riding shotgun is Justin Moss. Face off to the right of Spaeth, and the Bears get it back to the point, but not out. Backhanded down low in the corner. And let's see, I don't have a 26 on my roster. That's a JV player, Thompson, I believe his name is. The Cadets with the puck again, back to the point. And who is that JV player? That's Johnny Johansson, sophomore defenseman, playing for the Cadets. Breakout pass, lead pass for Saber. Jack Saber leaves it there in the offensive zone, carried in by Svendal. Back behind that, centering pass broken up by the Cadets to the line. Svendal will hold it in momentarily. Althilmani coming back down that right wing into the offensive zone. Back behind the zone ad is Russman, Ryan Russman. Left wing pass and out to center ice. 2-on-1. Here come the Bears into the zone. Miller shot. Bad save by Aiken. He'll hold out to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. High school hockey here in the state of Minnesota, Class 2A. The rankings: Eden Prairie ranked number 1, despite having not played a game. Then Andover, Maple Grove, Rosemont, Blaine, Benilde, St. Margaret's, Hill Murray, Minnetonka, Blake, and Grand Rapids. Very early in the season, so don't take a lot of stock in those rankings. They're based on last year. Shot from the point and a save by Aiken. Shot taken there by Benny Drexheimer. Class 1A, by the way. St. Cloud Cathedral and Hermantown are 1-2 in the preseason polls. Followed by Matabida, East Grand Forks, Ordo, Warroad, Greenway, Alexandria, Thief River Falls, and Tartan. 8:56 to go in a 2-0 second period. Goal in each period for the Bears so far. Broken up at center is Dexheimer. To break up the rush in front of the Bears bench. It comes to the near side boards. On the move is Hallam into the offensive zone. On his back yet. Out front shot. And he's cartwheel down, rebound. And they score! The Cadets score! Hallam got cartwheel down, but the puck back behind him. And in the scramble before the net comes loose, the Cadets put one up on the board. Time of this one will be 6:23. 7:23. We'll have to wait and see who got the goal. You're still talking things over The Hallam came in on his backhand, went to the forehand. He got cartwheeled down, but he left the puck behind. And in the scramble in the front of the net, the Cadets poked it in behind Spaeth. And that's where we stand, 2-1. Again, time of the goal will be 7:23. No, 8:23. I can't get used to 17-minute periods. I'm so used to my college 20-minute periods. Trying to do the addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Never was good in math. Now they're talking things over with Robbie McClanahan. Robbie, of course, on the 1980 gold medal Olympic team. Played at the University of Minnesota way back when. Face off at center ice between Nagel and Matsky. And the Cadets win that face off. Bamer and Bodat. Here comes the goal.
Number 19, Riley O'Brien.
Riley O'Brien got the goal.
The assist to number 15, Jackson Hallam. That's O'Brien from Hallam. Time of the even straight goal.
So it was Hallam doing all the work, and Roddy O'Brien got credited for the scrum in front of the net. For Roddy O'Brien picking up his first goal of the year. Had 5 goals last year. And on the assist was Jackson Hallam. So it's a 2-1 hockey game. Cadets with the puck in their own zone. Back behind that, cleared up along the left wing boards by Bamer. And walked out of the zone by the big defenseman Bodat into the zone. McLean goes about 6'4" on skates. He's about 6'6". Play whistle down inside the Bear zone. Face off a little bit to the left of the freshman goaltender, Jonas Spaeth. Hallam is back out there with Deverell and O'Brien on the wings. Staten and Killian at the points. And the face-off won by Deverell and the Cadets. Off in the corner, Svendal. Will gets it out to center ice. Into the zone is Brett Witzke. Backhands it down the wing. Spun around as Nelson. And taken away by the Cadets. They go left wing boards. And it's broken up by the Bears. They'll hold the offensive zone once again. Behind the net, there's Staten taken out of the play. Avoids the check, goes left wing far side. Deflected into that high slot. Loose change, finally swept away by Killian. And out to center. Killian's pass for Deverell into the offensive zone. Tommy steps one off and it's wide. Back in the corner for Killian. Puts it into the high slot. And fanning out it was Deverell. There to break it out. And up ice, a race for the puck trying to get to it first is Kroenke. Taken away by the Cadets and out to center ice. Loose puck back inside the Cadet zone. Staten gets it out to neutralize Deverell. On his off wing, Hallam into the offensive zone. Left the puck behind, comes free to the line inside the Bear zone. Top of that face-off circle. Finally walked down Hallam, walks the goal line, puts it up the slot. Swept away by Jack Saber. Saber turns and heads up ice, right to left. 2-1 Bears. Best for Saber into the zone. Fires and it's wide. And the rebound against the far side boards. Bears behind the net try to put it out front. Deflected by the goaltender Aiken. Side of the goal. Tommy reaches around the pipe to hold on and get a whistle. Wicked Rags is the inventor of this sock jock. The sock jock eliminates the need for separate compression pants. Jock support and hockey socks with one wicked pair of pants. 6:12 to go, second period, 2-1 in favor of the Blake Bears. Miller and Soderling on the face-off. And the face-off back behind the net. Taken away there by Soderling. Soderling drops it off for the defense and Bamer. Andrews sends it away to center ice. 2-on-2 into the zone is Gavin Best. Into the slot, far wing. Far side for Soderling. Correction, not Gavin Best. Wrong number 8. Tanner Brower is the number 8 man for the Spartans. Miller back the other way. 3-on-2. Goes rink wide. Out front. Saber with a shot. Saved by Aiken. And the rebound is where? Underneath. Tommy Aikens. And a lot of pushing and shoving. Tommy still down on his stomach. Puck is underneath there. And the referee or the linesman is trying to separate everybody. Not 5 players in that little rugby scrum. And they're still exchanging pleasantries. And we're going to have offsetting minors. Dexheimer's going to go off for Blake. And Will Soderling is going to go off for St. Thomas Academy. Time of the offsetting minors coming at the 11:16 mark of this second period. Face off to the right of Aiken. He's a senior goaltender. Cadets lost most of their goaltenders from last year. Off the draw, banked off the boards by Bodette and out to center ice. 2-on-1 coming back. Nagel into the offensive zone. Fires and a save by Jonas Spaeth. Catches it in the midsection, holds on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Armstrong Cooper defeated Providence Academy 9-1 this afternoon. A couple of other postponements, St. Cloud and Farmington. Hermantown and Lakeville South were supposed to play at Ames today. As the play, we got offsetting minors. And it is Bamer from center ice will drive it into the Blake zone. Matt Olive back behind a zone up. Plays left wing far side, tipped into the offensive zone by Anderson Blum. Blum in the near corner. Gets tied up on a double team. It comes free to the top of the circle. Bouncing puck played away to center ice. Nagel coming back. Max Nagel into the offensive zone. Bears back checking to break it up. Bamer has to retreat to his own blue line. Goes rink wide far side to Bodette. Odette on the stick of Nagel. Coming right wing far side is Jared Wright. Take it away and back into the zone is Anderson Blum. He got stood up on a check. Joe Miller has it taken away as the Cadets and Nagel try to establish a little bit of order in their own zone and get out of their own end. 4:31 to go in a 2-1 second period. As Blake is on top, breakout pass tipped into the offensive zone. There by Tyler Graham. Cadets are changing. Bears try to take advantage of it. Puck out to center ice. Carried into the zone by Miller. Coming with Gavin Best. Miller puts it back up top to the point. Savendo with a shot. That's blocked. And coming back the other way on the carry is Ronnie O'Brien. 2-on-2 into the zone for Jackson Hallam. And then a drop pass to Tommy Deverell. And that one was broken up. Back the other way. Good pace. Good transition. Shot on goal. Aiken has to make the save. He gets crashed in the net. We get a whistle and a stop. Face off inside the Cadet zone. The shots on goal are 16-7 in favor of the Bears, but the Cadets have come out and played much better here in the second period. Bears won the draw, but they put it right between the defense and all the way down the ice. Jonah's out there to leave it, but good aggressive forechecking by Deverell. Deverell back behind the net, lays it for Hallam. Hallam on the wing for O'Brien. And take it away and sent out to center ice. Stadden playing catch with Charlie Kelly in the defensive pair. Stadden, sophomore, ought to be done. From center, offside against the Blake Bears. And offsetting minors are done. 3:21 to go in the period. St. Thomas coming in at 2-0 or 2-1. Correction, 1-1. Blake is 2-1. There we go. Face off. Here comes Andrew Bamer. Hits the red line, sends it into the offensive zone. Coming down that wing is Tanner Brower. Brower in the corner gets caught up with the referee over there. Puck in the far corner inside the Blake zone. Sent away to the line and out to center ice. Bouncing puck finally controlled by Cranky and plays it into the offensive zone. On the forecheck, Nelson to hold the offensive end. Nelson in that far face-off circle. Nelson goes back to the point for Dexheimer. And his shot is wide. Out of the corner is Nat Heithoff. Up the near side boards, 4 or 5 player tie up against the wall. And the finally comes through the line. There's a blast. And that is wide, taken by Jake Svendal. And that may have ended up out of play. Yep, new puck coming out. 2:27 to go. North Star Christian Academy strives to develop athletes to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ, with a foundation built on spiritual development, academic advancement, and athletic excellence. That's the North Star Christian Academy. Puck at center ice. Carried into the zone by the Bears. Sent down low in the corner by Nate Heithoff. Blake cycling out of the corner, comes up the wall, set away to center ice. Jared Wright into the offensive zone, top of that face-off circle, fires, and that one is deflected up over the glass, and that one is out of play. Earlier today, Lakeville North coming from behind to defeat Holy Angels 4-2. North beat Chaska last night in the opening game of the opener, 5-2 over Chaska. And St. Thomas Academy defeated Cretin-Durham Hall by a score of 4-3. J.W. Cox had the call of both of those games yesterday. The voice of the St. Cloud State Huskies, football and basketball. And also you worked with the Saints too, the St. Paul Saints. In the offensive zone, carried in by Gavin Best. Miller was offside. Now Sean Aronson and J.W. Cox are the voices of St. Paul Saints baseball, champions of the American Association. Face off just outside the St. Thomas blue line. Nagel and Miller. Miller gets the draw back to his blue line, gets the pass back, caught up in his skates, pokes it ahead, looking for Gavin Best. Best down the wing for Sabre into the offensive zone. He fires, that's blocked by traffic. In the corner again is Gavin Best. Has it taken away by the Cadets as they carry it to center ice. Send into the offensive zone by Max Nagel. Minute and a half to go in a 2-1 second period. Lead pass for Gavin Best. A little bit too far. Out to play the puck is Aiken up along the near side boards. On the forecheck is Joey Miller. Best by Hack behind the Cadet net. Tries to put it out front. Poke checked away. Nice job defensively by Jared Wright. And sends it away into the offensive zone. Tyler Graham walks in. Fires. Bad angle shot, and it's up over the net. And the puck against the near side boards. And Graham got double teamed and hammered into the wall. 1 minute remaining in the period. As Bamer from center ice will flip it into an open corner. First man to the puck is Roddy O'Brien. And got him to it first for the Bears was Matt Allen, the defenseman. And play got whistled down. Looks like an icing call. Yep, icing call. And the faceoff will come back down in the St. Thomas Academy zone. STA their next game. They will be hosting Farmington on Tuesday. They host Minnetonka next Saturday the 7th. And then at Benilde St. Margaret's, the rec center, on Wednesday, December 11th. Face-off held in the offensive zone by the Bears. Deverall up along the boards of the line. It's held in momentarily by Svendal. And that's the senior, Will Svendal. Plays it down the wall. Gets it back from the point. He heads it toward goal, and Aiken is there to make the save. Out of the corner, Bodette sends it away to center ice. Hallam into the offensive zone. 1-on-3 for Jackson. He fires, and that's blocked by traffic. Rebound, shot on goal. And Speak through the with the save. And swept away by the defense. Here come the Bears on the carry. Dexheimer into the offensive zone. Deverall on the back check to break that up. Sends it away to center ice. O'Brien into the zone. Fire, shot blocked. Hallam back the other way from center. He'll drive it in on goal as the buzzer sounds. And 2 periods in the book. And it is Blake 2, St. Thomas Academy 1. Session 2 of the opener, the hockey opener from the Bloomington Ice Garden. We'll be back with third period action in a few minutes.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, God, or faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota Development Model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
Four years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clear.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three.
And we welcome you back to the Bloomington Ice Garden. Final period of regulation. It is Blake 2 and St. Thomas Academy 1. And this the hockey opener, courtesy of the Youth Hockey Hub. To start the period, it'll be the Bears defending the goal to our left, and Jonas Spaeth and Tommy Aiken, and the Cadets defending the goal to our right. We're playing 5-on-5 right now. As Bodette into the offensive zone, the big guy is backhand. He goes to the half wall and has a poke checked away and has to go back. McLean Bodette, all of 6'4". Puck out at center ice. Gavin Bass sends it back into the cadet zone. Poke checked away. And it comes to the near side boards. Saber is tied up on a check. Miller's pass is broken up. And it's loose at neutral ice. Saber took a high stick into the mask into the zone. Saber with a shot. Pad saved by Aiken. The rebound cleared a line and out to center ice. Matt Olive going back for the Bears. Olive plays it up the right wing. And Bodette at the end of a long shift back behind his own net. Drop pass up the boards for Andrew Bamer. And out to neutral ice. The Bears regroup back in their own zone. There's Olive and Reed. Long lead pass into the cadet zone, swept away by Bamer. Goes right wing far side. The Cadets to the line. Shane, that will be an icing call. Map South Hockey was founded over 13 years ago to provide athletes the opportunities to compete alongside other top players and to be challenged and mentored by elite coaches. For more information, visit mapsouth.com. Face off inside the cadet zone. The Bears have outshot the Tommies so far, Cadets, so far tonight, 33-16. The shots on goal. Long breakout pass, looking for the breaking Tyler Graham, not there. Bears back in their own zone. On the forecheck is Devereaux. Puck loose in the near corner. In the Bears zone, Will Matsky lost it, but it's picked up and cleared by Heidhoff to the line, not out. Held in by Graham. Graham with a shot, and that's up over that in the near corner. Jared Wright ahead for up the wall, but taken away. Matsky coming back with Helm. He fires. Glove save. Aiken, he'll hold on to get a whistle. Other games in progress right now. Rosemont leading Bloomington Jefferson 5-0 at the Rosemont Community Center. Eastridge leading Forest Lake 4-2 at the Raptors Nest down there in Cottage Grove. Hopkins leading Spring Lake Park 4-2 at Fogarty Arena. And Roseville leading Charton 2-0 up at the Roseville Ice Arena. Some of the games still in progress here on this Thanksgiving Saturday. The Cadets coming back out of 3-2. They'll be offside. Nope, circling back. Jared Wright saw he had two teammates onside. STA will regroup back in their own zone. Lead pass to center ice, broken up by Nelson. Neutralized. Nelson goes down. He got sputtered on into the offensive zone. Sent in by the Cadets. Sent in by Max Nagel. Puck in that far corner again. 2-1 in favor of the Bears. Breakout pass at center ice. Here's Jake Svendal. He got spun around and lost it. Nelson into the zone. Townley fires, and it's wide. The rebound to the far side boards. Cleared, and out to center ice. Cadets coming right to left. Lead pass behind Jared Wright into the Bears zone. There's a shot on goal. Defense for the Bears a little late and coming back on the cover. And Jared Wright almost had himself an opportunity. For Blake, they've got Holy Family on Tuesday night at the Boycast Arena. Then they host Hill Murray on the 7th. On the 12th, they've traveled to Wayzata to take on the Trojans. The defending Class 6A state champions in football. From the point, Baudette puts it down the slot, broken up by Miller. Miller plays it back behind his zone, looking for Jake Svendahl. Jake goes left wing far side, pass through the skates to Miller, but carried on by Dexheimer into the zone. Miller drop pass for Gavin Best, not there. Loose in the St. Thomas end. We've played 3 minutes of a third period, still 2-1. Puck in there, face off circle. Beamer, Andrew sends away right wing far side to center ice. Carried to the offensive zone by Joey Stoddard. Back behind the Blake net. Played up along the near side boards. Miller sends it away to center. Baudette spins away for the first forechecker. Plays it on the right wing and sent into the Bears zone. Trickles back out to neutral ice. Saber for the Bears off the wall and lost it. Miller carries on. He's tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty. Sitting a couple minutes will be Tanner Brower, the 2-minute marker for tripping, coming at the 3:33 mark of the period. Tradition Companies, locally owned and operated, is the parent company to New Home Builders, golf courses, land development, banking, mortgage, and title services. For more information, visit traditioncompanies.com. In the JV game, Blake scored the first goal of the game, but the Cadets scored the next 6. They won 6-1 off the face-off. Again, Brower in the penalty box. Tripping is the call. There's a shot and a pad save by Aiken on a shot taken from up top by Jack Saber. Puck in the far corner. Saber at the half wall. High slot for Reed. Reed's shot is wide. Played by Krenke into the slot and swept away. Coming back the other way. And Jackson Hallam into the zone. Jackson killing some time. Sends it back to his defense. There's Charlie Killing. Killing will fire it all the way back down the ice. Reed will go back to quarterback the power play. 12:45 to go, 1:19 to go in the Blake power play. The wing, Saber. Goes right wide left side and bad passing. The Bears and William Matsky is tied up on a double team. Body, it comes free. And the Bears again regroup. Reed at his own blue line. Wholesale changes for Coach McClanahan. We got a new power play unit out there. Dexheimer for Miller into the offensive zone. Tried to drag it through, spun around and lost it. Picked up and cleared, but not now. The Cadets will set it all the way down the ice. Spaeth will leave it there for Dexheimer. And the Bears coming left to right to center ice. Miller, long chip for Joey. And there's a shot on goal. Miller has one of the, let's see, did he have the, yeah, he had the first goal for the Bears. There's a shot from the high slot taken by Svendahl, Will, and that was wide of the goal. Picked up and cleared between the defense and all the way back down the ice. And that should do it. Cadets will kill off this power play opportunity for the Bears. Gavin Best back into his zone. Headman pass ahead for Anderson Blum into the St. Thomas end. Shot wide and off that back wall. Puck in the corner. Max Nagel trying to defeat the defense. Comes to the side of the goal. Aiken will reach around the pipe. Hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Goals for the Bears. Again, it was Joey Miller, his third of the year from Bounce and Saber. Then in the second period, a power play goal for Jack Saber. He got an assist from Brett Witzke and Thomas Nelson. It was 2-0. Then at 8:23, the Cadets got on the board. And picking up the goal was Ronnie O'Brien, picking up his first point of the year. One of the assists from Jackson Hallam. Puck is dropped in the Cadet zone at the half wall near side plate out to center ice. Back to his own blue line. Reed back into his own zone. Playing with Matt Olive, the third set of defensemen for the Blake Bears. Played to an open wing, nobody there. Getting to it first into the offensive zone is Whiskey. Brett taken out of the play, swept away by Tyler Graham. Delayed penalty against, delayed offside. Saw the arm up in the air, puck out at center ice. Into the offensive zone is Nagel. Nagel with a shot. Max's shot was up over the net. Cadets put it out front, broke it up by the Bears, and played a line and not out. Oh, what a hit. Lead. Max Nagel laid out the defender, and that might be a penalty. And then the sticks come up, pushing and shoving. And the referee and the linesman have to quickly step in. The trash talking going on once again. Nagel stood up. One of the Bears. Looked like a clean hit, but then whatever happened after that was the cause of the penalties. Matt Olive is going to go off, so is Matt Nagel going to go off. 2-minute minors. Offsetting minors. Says the referee, 10:27 to go. In regulation, it's 2-1 in favor of Blake. Bears last year 16-7-2. We're going to take a break. Well, I have a lot of people to thank that's making this all possible. Here's our corporate sponsors. And we also have to thank the crew here at Bloomington Ice Garden. And this place, I haven't been here in about 25 years broadcasting. And this Rink 1 is totally redone since the last time I was here. And remodeling continues out front of the different lobbies from Rinks 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like we're going to have looks like a second man to sit in the penalty box. Carter Krenke. It must be a double minor. Yep, double minor against Joe Stoddard. A correction against Matt Olive. A double minor, so that's the reason for the extra man in the penalty box. After all is said and done, Cadets on the power play with a chance to tie 5-on-4. O'Brien from the point in the high slot for Bamer and a shot. And that is blocked there by Spaeth, cleared to the line but not out. As it's held in by Roddy O'Brien. He's got the Cadet goal. Puck against that back wall, back behind the Blake net. 3-4 man tap. Hallam in on the forecheck. Here comes the penalties. Okay. Couple of 2-minute minor roughing calls. PA announcer not the loudest. The guy in the first game was pretty good. Here's O'Brien. Cadets again holding the offensive zone. They've got 55 seconds to go in the power play, trying to tie this one up. They set it up at that far point for Max Nagel for O'Brien. Roddy O'Brien, the senior captain, sends it down low off in the corner. Deverall is tied up near face-off circle. Loose puck in the slot. Held in from the point is Bamer again. Bamer to O'Brien. Shot blocked. And it comes to the wall far side. Held in by Tanner Brower. And his centering pass, that's deflected up over the glass and out of play. Take a game to the edge. Sniper's Edge Hockey was the original. Continues to be the leader in bringing the best hockey training aids to players from mites to the pros. Check out Sniper's Edge this weekend for tons of Black Friday savings. 27 seconds to go in the STA power play. They win the face-up. No, unable to hold his own was Killian. He has to go back. He's paired with Baudet. McLean Baudet in his own zone for Killian. Killian on the wing near side for Soderling. Back on the wing into the zone is Baudet. Coming down that far side boards. He stood up and taken into the wall. Back in the near corner of the Blake zone. At the half wall is Tyler Graham. Graham to Killian. Back to Baudet at the point. Killian fires. Wrister. And it hit the pipe. He hit the iron on that far side. Come to the center ice. Metzke. And now the Bears will get a man back. And the puck off into the far corner back behind the St. Thomas net. We're back to 5-on-5. Meanwhile, Matt Olive has a couple more minutes to serve, as does Nagel. Puck inside the Bears zone, and it trickles in on goal. Jonas Spaeth has to cover up and hold on to get a whistle and a stop. Now, Nagel is back, so is Olive, and everybody has a full contingent of players to use. 8:09 to go in a 2-1 hockey game. And the Cadets will change up their unit. There's Hallam, Deverell, and O'Brien. Miller, Saber, and Best, the two top lines, are pairing off on this faceoff. Bears win the draw. They go left wing far side for Gavin Best. Tips it out to center. Bamer sends it back into the offensive zone. Broken up by Dexheimer. Comes to the line. O'Brien to hold the zone. Comes down the wing. Puts it down low off into the corner. Hallam is taken out from behind. That's going to be a penalty. Hallam was checked from behind. A cross-checking call. Taken hard into the back wall. Next time you're shopping for great frozen pizza, choose Brewers Pub Lots and Lots of Pizza. The only pizza with a half a pound of Wisconsin cheese on every pie. Cross-checking call against Ben Dexheimer. He got Hallam. That was cross-checking, checking from behind, boarding. Any one of the three could have been called. And so St. Thomas Academy has a chance, a second opportunity to tie it up once again. Bamer and O'Brien at the points. Brower, Hallam, and Deverell up front for the point. Andrew Bamer takes the shot for O'Brien. Roddy O'Brien to Bamer. O'Brien walks in, top of the circle. Blast! Save by Spaeth. Rebound! Nope, no rebound. Whistle calls. Jonas Spaeth making a save on the near side pipe. And they'll face it off again to the right of the freshman goaltender. And off the draw, O'Brien goes up top. They play catch from the points. Roddy O'Brien for Bamer. Shot, pad save, Spaeth. Rebound off into that far corner and play the line again. There's Bamer to O'Brien. High slot, Bamer goes weak far side. Set through the slot, O'Brien. And on the wing, looking for Hallam. Shot, save, rebound. And it's stood off in the near corner. Nice stick save by Spaeth. Minute 15 to go in the St. Thomas power play. Flipped into the offensive zone by Andrew Bamer. One of their 9 seniors, puck in the near corner. Kneeling on top of it, trying to kill some time. There is Ryan Rushman. Comes free and picked up and cleared all the way down the ice by Matsky. Aiken out to play it. Trying to catch the Bears in a line change. There, they covered up. Joy Miller coming in. Blast. Oh, pad save. Rebound, and it's put wide. Miller had a shot. Gavin Best had a shot. And it was Aiken with a beautiful save, and the second opportunity missed. What we got? 35 seconds to go on the power play. And the puck's in all the way back down the ice. And walking down is Charlie Killian for St. Thomas Academy. Tipped in the offensive zone by Jared Wright. Back behind the net is Will Svendal. Lost possession. Comes up top the wing and taken away by Miller. Miller one into the zone short-handed. Down the left wing. Bass trying to center it out front for Miller. That combination worked for the first goal of the hockey game. And the puck comes back the other way on the transition into the offensive zone. And coming into the zone is Jared Wright, but reaches back to pick up the puck and hold it into the zone. Body went in first, puck came in second. That's a no-no. Offside called against St. Thomas Academy. Wicked Rags is the inventor of the Sock Jock. The Sock Jockey eliminates the need for separate compression pants. Jack support and hockey socks with one wicked pair of pants. And as Wicked Rags helping to sponsor our broadcast coverage these last 2 days. The Bears in their own zone. They send it out to center ice again. Yes, we're back to 5-on-5. Cadets with the puck and sent it in. First man back is Lachlan Reed. Reed taken to the wall by Jackson Hallam. Against that back wall, Maskey gets set up. Wilt comes out that far side door, feeds the left wing far side. Here comes Anderson Blum. Blum into the zone. Oh, as he stood up on a big hit at the blue line and goes down. The Bears back at their own blue line. They play it rink wide near side. Blum takes his man out of the play. And the puck up along the dasher boards. Carried into the zone by Heithoff. Nick has it taken away by the defense. Cadets couldn't pick it up. McLean lost his stick. Cadets with under 5 minutes to go in regulation. McLean, Bodette in his zone end. Headman pass. Hallam coming into the zone, but nobody with him. And he has to come back to center ice to regroup. Bamer's pass, and that's off the stick of Tommy Staton and inside the Bears zone. Coming to center, Jack Saber trying to split the defense and lost it. Cleared by Staton to the line and out to neutral ice. Bears get onside. Into the zone is Gavin Best. He is taken down. Good back checking there by Max Nagel. Against the far side boards, it's Staton again for the Cadets. Tommy Staton into the zone. Shot is wide. Against the far side boards, Max Nagel overskates. Best is sent it away. Looking for Miller. Not there. From center ice, Best has to retreat. Get his teammates on side. Dexheimer up the right wing, and Miller sends it into the offensive zone. Closing in on 4 minutes to go. Andrew Bamer for the Cadets. Back behind his zone. Pass ahead to center ice for Jared Wright. Into the zone, 1-on-4. Drop pass off the stick of Nagel. And Nagel's pass, and that'll be hand pass, yep. Max Nagel got called for a hand pass. Clock shows 3:47 to go in regulation. North Star Christian Academy strives to develop athletes to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ with the foundation built on spiritual development, academic advancement, and athletic excellence. That's North Star Christian Academy. Face up inside the Bears zone. Hallam will take the draw against Nelson. And the Cadets win that face up. Put it back behind the Bears net. Against that back wall. Loose puck comes to the near side boards. And they play it to an open wing. Nobody home. And take it away by Bodette. And he'll set it into the Bears zone. Played out to neutral ice. Coming back into the offensive zone. Carried in by Krenke. And a shot on goal off that wing by Krenke. And Tommy Aiken covers up to hold on. Again, also with 3:27 to go in a 2-1 hockey game. Face-off will be to the left of the senior goaltender. He's backed up by Karsten Lardy, a junior. Backup goaltender for Blake is Axel Reed, junior. Off the face-off inside the cadet zone. And poke checked away and out to center. Dexheimer sends it right back in. Taken away by Killian. It was right wide far side Bodette. High up into the rafters. They didn't ring it. They didn't blow the whistle. Here comes Hallam. Back behind that wraparound attempt. Right up front. And a shot at goal. And Spaeth makes the save. And again, whistle blows. And that only gives them reason to bring the sticks up. Feisty bunch. And this is only game 3 of about 25. Face off inside the Blake zone. We're going to get a timeout call. No, not yet. 3:04 to go. And the face-off comes to the near side boards in the Bears zone. Come line, Staton with a shot. Spaeth with the save. Rebound, firing it. And it's just wide. Shot by Joey Stoddard. And that one was wide. Bears on the breakout. They'll set it away to center ice. Swept to the far wing by Jack Saber. Carried into the offensive zone by Riley O'Brien. O'Brien against that back wall. Taken to the boards by Dexheimer. 4-man tap under the corner out front. One-timer. Fired wide by Soderling, and it comes free to center ice. Miller coming back 3-on-2 into the zone. Miller on the wing. Best shot. Oh, and it's wide. Pretty two-way passing play. Gavin Best missed a wide open net. He fans 1-on-1 right out front. And swept away by St. Thomas Academy with 2:15 to go. O'Brien into the zone. Back checking. It's broken up by Jack Saber. Saber ahead for Miller. 3-on-2. Back the other way. Miller in the zone. Drop pass. Saber back to Miller. Shot. Pat Saber. Rebound and score! Tic-tac-toe. Saber to Miller to Best. And the Blake Bears have taken a 3-1 lead at the 14:56 mark of the third period. Gavin Best from Joey Miller. And Jack Saber at 14 56. And it's a 2-goal lead for the Blake Bears.
Timeout, Cadets.
And we've got a timeout call. We'll get the scoring here in just a bit. Map South Hockey was founded over 13 years ago to provide athletes the opportunity to compete alongside other top players and to be challenged and mentored by elite coaches. For more information, visit mapsouth.com. Good thing this is just about done because this voice is about gone. Here we go. Here's the goal.
Number 8, Gavin Best.
Yeah, Gavin Best got the goal.
The assistant, number 20, Joe Miller.
And
number 9, Jack Saber.
there you go. I called it right. Gavin Best will pick up goal number 2 on the season. And he's the leading scorer coming back from last year. Had 22 goals last year. That top line, Best the senior, Miller a junior, and Jack Saber the senior. Want to go back to the top of the scoreboard and give you again some finals from earlier today around the metro area. Roseau defeated Centennial 3-1. Wayzata over Duluth East 3-1. Greyhounds have led early 1-0. Shakopee over Bloomington Kennedy 4-2. Apple Valley beat Owatonna 4-1. Egan defeated New Prague 4-2. Minnetonka Greenway, Skippers winning 4-3 over Greenway. Prior Lake beat STMA in overtime 5-4. And Armstrong Cooper over Providence Academy 9-1. Avalanche over La Crescent-Hoka. No, that was a 3-3 tie. We're back to action, 2 minutes to go. It is 3-1 in favor of the Blake Bears. The puck back inside the St. Thomas zone. Hallam trying to clear the zone, cannot. It's held in by Nelson. And he puts it through the slot, and from the point, there's a blast that hits traffic right out front. Rebound side of the goal. Shot taken there by Ryan Ressman. And now back the other way, the Cadets into the offensive zone as Aiken heads to the bench. Empty net for the Cadets in a 3-1 game. Cleared out to neutralize. And back for the pocket, Jake Svendal. Tipped into the offensive zone by Tyler Graham. Cleared by the Bears to the line, but not out. Here's Hallam with the shot. Scores! Jackson Hallam. Space went down, Hallam went high, and it's 3-2. Time of this goal will be 15:39. Jackson Hallam getting the goal, the leading scorer back from last year. And I'm sure there's an assist on the goal. We'll have to wait and see. But still a minute 21 to go, and it's now a 1-goal hockey game at 3-2. And the Cadets are going to leave the net empty. Face off at center ice. And Nagel with a puck back in his own zone. Yep, unassisted goal for Jackson Hallam. Send into the offensive zone, Max Nagel. And Runger on the boards, the line, through the defense and all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Blake Bears with 1:03 to go. So how big is that third goal for the Blake Bears and Gavin Best? Jackson Hallam comes back to make it a 1-goal game, and he's just a junior. Had a great sophomore year on that state tournament team. Nagel on the draw against Joe Miller. To the left of Jonas Spaeth. And the puck is dropped, far corner. As 1 minute remaining, Dexheimer gets it out to center ice. Again, the net is empty for STA. Almost coughed up. There's Gavin Best in the forecheck. Svendal back behind his zone net. As Andrew has it taken away by Gavin Best. Bamer gets it back. The Cadets caught up in their own zone. Now to center ice for Max Nagel. Into the zone. Poke checked away. Carried on offside. Jackson Hallam got 3 of his teammates offside at the Blake blue line. With 36.9 seconds in, we got another timeout called. Once again, we'd like to thank all the sponsors who make this event possible. That includes Sniper's Edge, Map South Hockey, Tradition Companies, Latza Matza, Pizza, North Star Christian Academy, and the Wicked Rags. The folks here at the Bloomington Ice Garden, thank you for your hospitality. And for the boss, Tony Scott, and our producer, Rick Teddy, Justin Moss running the show here tonight. And I'm just kind of along for the ride. I'm Tom Merchant, and hope to be doing some more games later on this year for the Youth Hockey Hub. Had a chance to do some games from, we were at Maple Grove Community Center last year for a doubleheader. And we were at Lakeville North. We had a chance to do North and South last year at the big arena. Great high school hockey here in the state of Minnesota, and we're just getting past Thanksgiving. Wait until all the fun starts in February and March. Of course, the Donuts are defending state champions. Beat Eden Prairie in the final last year in Class 2A. Then Cloud Cathedral won Class 1A. So 3-2 with 36.9 seconds to go. Aiken is on the bench in favor of an extra attacker. Face up just outside the Bears blue line between Miller and Max Nagel. And the puck is dropped. Bears win the draw. Picked up and cleared and out to the line. Hand pass. Nope, they wave it off. Bears with a puck. Tipped out to center by Saber and down ice. And then an icing call against the Blake Bears. It looked like a hand pass was going to be called in front of the Bears bench there. Puck had been touched by Gavin Best. The linesman right there waved it off. So a big important face-off inside the Blake zone. Hallam on the draw against Joe Miller. And the Bears win the draw. Cleared around the boards far side by Will Svendal to the line. Not on. Hallam at the half wall far side to the point for Bamer. Andrew shot. Save. Rebound. Swept away by Saber. Off the glass. Out of the zone. Down ice. Not far enough for icing. 5 seconds ago. Bamer with the puck. Breakout pass. Tipped up into the stands and across the way. Somebody behind the Bears bench has a souvenir with 2.2 seconds to go. Well, we run the credits. All we have to do is mention the goal scorers and wrap this one up here tonight. And go clean off the snow off my car. That buzzer sounds, and that's it. Day 2, session 4 of the hockey opener here at the Bloomington Ice Garden is in the book. And the Blake Bears expand their record now to 3-1 on the season. For St. Thomas Academy, they are now 1-2 on the year. For the Bears, they've got Holy Family on Tuesday at home. For St. Thomas Academy, their next game is on Tuesday as they host the Farmington Tigers. Again, the game winner for the Bears was scored by Gavin Best with an assist from Joe Miller and Jack Saber. Jack Hallam made it close with a goal in the final minute and a half. Again, for my crew, I'm Tom Orchard. Final score, Blake 3, St. Thomas Academy 2 from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.
Of growth that I've had in my life would be the 3 pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning, so that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
It's It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing, and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
You have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota Development Model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community. Commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
Four years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joann Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, The North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.